Even though God tells us not to be afraid, the reality is that fear permeates every aspect of our lives more than anything else. The capacity for fear runs deep within each of us. The problem is that we humans are much too willing to let fear rule our lives and determine what choices we make. A lot of the time, we find ourselves living in a state of permanent fear, also known as a state of constant fear, an unending fear, or an endless fear. We suffer from anxiety and fear at all hours of the day and night. Fear is ingrained in the human psyche. One of the effects that sin had was to fill people with fear. Fear did not exist in human consciousness before Adam sinned. However, the moment Adam sinned, fear entered his life, as well as the lives of all of the generations that followed. In today's world, there are so many different types of fears, and is it just me, or does it seem like there are more things to be afraid of as one gets older? Fear is a way of life for a great number of people all over the world. They worry about getting sick or being rejected, losing their spouse or job, being the subject of rumors, falling short of their goals, and the list of things that cause them anxiety goes on and on. Many of you are not functioning to your full potential as a direct result of your fears, which has led to your lives being without peace and happiness. You have been endowed by God with extraordinary talents and gifts. The children of God receive from the Creator every blessing and every talent. You have gifts and abilities that God has bestowed upon you, but you do not make use of them because of your fears. Some of you are hesitant to move on to the next phase of your lives because you are afraid of the unknown. You are unable to escape the situation you are in because you are too afraid to do so. You force yourself to keep going to a job that you despise because you are too afraid to look for other opportunities. You are paralyzed by fear, which prevents you from starting your own company or looking for a better career. Instead, you have chosen to remain in the comfort and safety of a job that you detest because of its familiarity and stability. Because of the way things are currently in the world, some of you are terrified of what the future holds. Some of you can even be triggered by success itself. These worries will suffocate the gifts that God has given you and the plans that God has for your life if you let them. Is there something that prevents you from going to sleep at night? Is it the worry that you won't be good enough and that you will fail? You will inevitably fail at something, and the truth is that everyone else has also failed at something in their lives. I beg you not to let your fears prevent you from moving forward. The Bible teaches that God did not give humans the spirit of fear, but rather the spirit of power, love, and a clear mind. The emotion of fear is a potent force. Fear has the ability to make somebody completely paralyzed. Fear will prevent you from seeing how much love God has for you. You will be unable to move forward along the path that God has ordained for you if you allow fear to hold you back. You are going to lose the ability to climb all the way to the top of the mountain, where God has wonderful things in store for you. In the Bible, whenever an angel made a revelation to a human being, the angel would always begin the conversation by assuring the person not to be afraid. This demonstrates how deeply fear is ingrained in the human psyche. I would like to read the first verse of Psalm 27 to you. When someone or something tries to make me feel afraid, I read this passage. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Because the Lord is both my light and my salvation, I have absolutely nothing to be afraid of. I'm not afraid of anything, not even death, not evil men, and not even circumstances. I'm not trying to show off how big, bad, or strong I am, and this has nothing to do with my strength or your strength. Both of our strengths are about as useful as an umbrella in a tornado. David made the proclamation that the Lord is his source of strength. Because of this, the Bible tells us to have faith in the Lord and to be strong. God is more powerful than you are, and He has more power than both the circumstances you're in and any fears you might be having as a result of them. Instead of putting your confidence in your own capabilities, put it in the Lord's strength. In Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10 we see, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might." This passage from the Bible does not suggest that you put your confidence in your own abilities. It tells us that God is our strength, and therefore we are able to handle anything that comes our way. I am stronger than all enemies. I am able to keep running without becoming tired. Because of Jesus Christ, I am victorious over all of my enemies. I have decided that I will no longer let anything provoke fear in me. I am not going to be frightened because I have faith in God, and He is within me. Call out to Him and ask Him to fight for and alongside you. Put on the armor of God and do not be afraid of the evil one, of dying or of being ill, or any such fear. Brothers and sisters, put your trust in the Lord and do not be afraid, for He is your strength. No matter what you may have done in the past, God has a plan for you that is to bless you and not to harm you, as well as to give you a future and hope. God is a part of us. Regardless of the difficulties you might be facing, God who dwells inside of you is more powerful than your worries. He is more powerful than any diagnosis that a doctor could give. Even in situations where it seems as though there is no way out, God will make a way. Today, someone needs to listen to these words because they are struggling through the darkness of defeat, illness, and death. But they must never lose sight of the fact that God is with them. You have to choose to overcome your fear. You are the one who needs to make a decision that you won't be afraid of anything. This does not imply that you are immune to fear. However, whenever you feel it beginning to creep up on you, stand up and shout, "Not today, devil." I give you my word that if you put yourself in the middle of the chaos and speak directly to that fear, it will flee. To put it another way, stand your ground. Many of you are not living the life that God has designed for you to live because of your fear, and this is something that grieves God. Fearlessly live your life as you go about your daily business. Don't let the challenges that life throws at you keep you from living your best life. Because your strength comes from God, you should not be concerned about what lies ahead. Put an end to letting your fears control how you behave and the decisions you make. You might be wondering, how can you be strong in the Lord? One of the things that you should be doing is reading the Bible. The Bible ought to serve as the bedrock upon which your faith is built. As you read more of the Bible, you will gain a deeper understanding of the Lord, which will result in an increase in your faith in Him. You will start to get a better grasp on the nature of God. You'll begin to comprehend what He stands for, namely the God who never lets you down, the God who never abandons you, and the God who never forsakes you in any way. You'll realize that God is the one who loves you more than anyone else ever could. It will become clear to you that He is the one who sacrificed Himself on the cross because of His love for you. What else is there to be afraid of if you know that there is a God who loves you and is watching over you? Brothers and sisters, put your trust in the Lord and do not let fear dominate you. As always, you are in my prayers, and I ask that you keep me in yours. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and ring that bell so you will not miss a thing. Have a blessed day.